Hello friends, my name is Katie from Eternal Flame, and today I thought I'd share with you a very lax flip through of my Hobonichi weeks for 2024. So if you're interested in hearing about how I've been just scraping by to keep up with this planner, please stick around. Thanks everyone. Before we get right into this video, I of course wanted to take a quick moment to thank you all so very much for taking the time to join me today. As always, I very much appreciate your engagement, so if you enjoy this video, I'd appreciate it if you let me know by giving the video a thumbs up and making sure you're subscribed. So I also have here, I guess, my two favorite planners in 2024, the Hobonichi A6 HON, which I have here in the English version, which I'll probably cover in another video following this one. So if you're interested in seeing that, please make sure you hit that little notification bell down below. This way you'll be notified when it does come out. All right, so for this one here, I don't really know when the last time it was that I did a flip and honestly what I covered in that one. So I'll probably share with you all the month of February, which is really, honestly, feels like it's almost over already. I've really been enjoying and learning how to use my Coffee Monster Co stickers, and then a few of my weekly spreads here in February as well. Alrighty, so just as a recap, in January, this was the very first time that I got to use that 6-month kit that I just picked up from Coffee Monsters Co. And I was still trying to figure it out. Didn't really understand how to use the stickers. Didn't understand that I bought a monthly kit. So you'll see that I actually ended up using some of those stickers here in the weekly spreads. And I asked the question, like, where was I supposed to put the dates? And the answer was that I used it in the wrong place. And so you'll see in February, I corrected that. So thank you so much to the viewer who helped to share that insight with me. I really appreciate your feedback, and it just taught me how to enjoy it a little bit more in this following month. At this point, we are pretty much midway through the second week here. And I feel like this is a good time, if I had time this week, to sit down and set up the month of March. So in 2023, I had this Midori date book that I loved. I also had a take a note private planner where I could really use the monthly spreads to keep track of my appointments and important things, like I paid this bill and things like that. This year, because I am using a traveler's notebook, and I think it's the vertical spreads, I don't have actually any type of monthly insert for my personal appointment planning. And so I've been really relying heavily on this Hobonichi Weeks monthly spreads, which was great coincidence that I accidentally bought the monthly kits here. So that's been really great for me. I've been loving her little stickers that, for example, highlight my rest day or days off, and just a ton of stickers that I can just write in and customize for example, breakfast with grandma, Valentine's Day, President's Day. I couldn't fit that quite in the pencil. I had no idea why I chose the pencil, to be honest. Birthdays and calls with friends. So that's what I have here. I do have it paired with some of my Simply Gilded washi tape that I've collected. I think this was one of my favorite advent calendars. I can't remember which one in 2023. Sometimes you have some hits and sometimes you have some misses when it comes to subscriptions and your personal aesthetic. This one was a big hit for me. It was like a celestial themed one with these light purplish pinks. So I took that opportunity to use the washi tape alongside with this sticker kit from Coffee Monsters Co. to mark my upcoming trip to France. So really excited to share that with you all. If you guys are interested in hearing more about that trip, definitely let me know in the comments section down below. Alrighty, so we're gonna skip then right into these weeklies. So I'll just give you a quick flip of where we are today. I think this is where I started. I felt like I started off pretty strong, but if you think about it, compared to my very first Hobonichi weeks where I was tracking every single thing that I did every single day, I haven't really been using this planner in that way. And honestly, I think it might be partially because I have too many planners, and then also because I've just been so busy. So you'll see that here with these previous weeks, and it really hasn't gotten better. So I used to separate the left and the right on the left side of the page, sorry, to mark the major appointments and holidays and things on the left, and my 5 or 6 most important tasks in the day. I haven't done that this year at all. And there's some beauty to that. I will say I do have my private planner where I do track maybe my top 4 tasks. And even then, it's pretty loosey-goosey this year, if I'm being honest. But so the beauty in it is that I've been able to take the opportunity to play around with some of my Ferris wheel press fountain pens as I journal about how I'm feeling and what I want to accomplish, reflecting on the week and the week prior. So that's what I have here. This week here, I tied all the things together. I have some stickers from Clever Fox that I got on Amazon. I will try to link below. As you can see here, I have Happy Planner stickers. I actually found the Happy Planner sticker book that I've been using very heavily in 24, which is the wellness one. It's still available on Amazon, so I've been linking that in the description box just in case you guys are interested. It's been one of my favorites. Like, these are all from that sticker book. And I kind of want a new one, but I have like 20 Happy Planner sticker books that are just not done. Yeah, but yeah, that's where I've been pulling them from, this guy too. More social, less media. I think this one was from like a winter themed one, which is really cool. So that's what I have here. Just some Happy Planner stickers and some from my old sticker kits from Simply Gilded as well, and Sticky Club. Yes, winter favorites, same book. So you can see here, I've been really, really loving these Coffee Monsters Co. stickers. I don't really know how, like what planners, I would assume that this was not for the weeks, but I bought kits and things. I bought like the either Out of the Woods or Into the Woods kit, and I'm pretty sure it's for the cousin, but I like also how it fits in the weeks, so I've been pairing them with the monthly kits as well. And you'll see that here. So definitely faded this week and didn't even finish the spread, but that's okay. What I've learned in the few years that I've been doing this is to try to be more forgiving with yourself and not stress so much. Alrighty, so this is the last week that I've actually completed. We're currently in this one here. No, oh my goodness, yes. So in this previous week, I started off as the base with these really cute Sticky Club stickers from a sticker sheet that I've collected. I'm pretty sure it's holiday based. It had like a Christmas tree and Christmas bears. Like technically, I think these are gingerbread cookies and sugar cookies. But you know, on the farm here, we still have like the only green are those evergreen type trees. And I don't know, the birds are starting to come out, and there's still berries out there. So I thought it was still applicable and so cute. I was kind of sad that I missed the opportunity to use it during the holidays, but look at this little toasty. And I paired it with those Happy Planner stickers, as you can see here, as well as my Coffee Monsters Co. stickers, and this other sheet that I think is also probably holiday themed in some way. And so I pulled these 3 here. They kind of have like this cottage farmhouse vibes, and I thought that's so cute with the animals as well. I thought these were actually keys, and the reason I was inspired to use this one was because this is really embarrassing. So I don't think they were ducks. I think they were swans. That's like the first thing. But we were driving by a neighbor's house, and I didn't realize that they had any type of, I guess, animal. And I saw them kind of waddling around the other day, and it was really exciting. I found a way to kind of just like BS my way through this chart here that comes with the Coffee Monsters Co. sticker kits. I think she uses it for like tracking sleep. In this case, I think I named it the Happy Scale, or tracking my mood. And what I noticed, and just kind of referencing, it's very loose. Like instead of having actual points, I did sad to awesome. And what I noticed from it was that visiting with my family really helped to boost my level of happy, I guess, or in this case, my level of awesome. So that was really interesting to kind of have a moment to sit back and think about those things. So I journaled, of course, about family here and how much I love them and enjoyed spending time with them this past week. Alrighty. So that brings us into this current week here, and I have been all over the place and barely having time to sit down. I am preparing for a trip in February that I plan on covering in my A6 flip, but basically how I like to set up my spreads for an upcoming very busy week or travel planned. And so with that in mind, I've been looking through all of the Sticky Club stickers that I have left, which quite honestly is a lot. So not complaining, but I'm starting to get to a point where I've used a lot of my favorite sticker kits, and I had sticker sheets for every occasion and any type of feels. And it's starting to dwindle, and debating whether or not this is time to sign up again for at least one of the 3 options for subscriptions. It has crept up in time and cost, and so that's part of it. And then also just, of course, having too many stickers. So well, I don't know. I'll think about it. For those of you who still have it, you know, feel free to let me know your thoughts. Which, I guess, one do you guys like the most? I think I identify most closely with the vintage and the cute. So I'm kind of flip-flopping between the two. But I think if I keep track of it, like their release, closely enough, I could switch back and forth. But I'm not really sure I want to do that, to be honest. So would love to hear your thoughts. So anyways, at the end, I picked this one sheet of stickers, which I'm really surprised actually stuck because they're very, very much like washi stickers here. And I love it. I love that you can kind of see through them. I love the coloring. It's different from the pinks and the purples that I usually have. And so it's more of like a green blue. And what really inspired me, honestly, I love things, and I love vintage, cottage, farmhouse. Like those are all different styles. I'm all over the place, like with my stickers and my spreads. But my husband and I have been looking for a old like wood burning stove, and yeah, I showed him one day one that actually functions as like a stovetop cooking oven and things. And he was like, I must have one of those. And I'm like, yeah, I feel the same, but they're thousands of dollars. So there's no way, unless a miracle happens, that someone's like basically giving one away that functions and is in good condition. And then also trying to figure out how to transport such a heavy, large item and then fit it somewhere. It's just all of it. None of it makes sense. It's just, we just know that it's something that we really yearn for. And so it looks like if we could find this in real life for free, that'd just be great. But unfortunately, it's probably not happening. But that's what drew inspiration for this spread. We just started to have that conversation here. I found this Sticky Club notepad, and it said, draw something. And I was like, you know, this is so great, but I never draw. Like, I'm so critical of my drawing. I will say I copied this from a Sticky Club, like, kitty themed sticker sheet. So that's not me at all. But I was just trying to draw a picture of our new puppy, Brandy, who's growing so quickly. She's a Belgian Malinois. And in fact, I'm pretty sure the ear is backwards, but whatever. It was that's really funny. And she's got a very long, slender face. She's growing so big. And both of her cats, Sebastian and Sophie, absolutely hate her. And so I was just trying to just play with it a little bit there. Other than that, I've been really just trying to journal a little bit every day here, like trying something completely different than I've ever done, and testing out some of my new Ferris wheel press inks that I've been loving. And yeah, it's been quite the opportunity and experiment. And you can see here, I've even smudged it a little bit, but here it is. I've been having a lot of fun with that. I figured if I'm not using it to drive productivity and track things, then I should at the very minimum be doing that. And so that's about all. What I'm going to do now, if you'd like to stick around, is probably just use some of these stickers here from Coffee Monsters Co. to track some appointments that I have coming up later in the week. And with that, I want to thank you again so much for showing up today, and I hope to see you in the next video. And yeah, bye friends.